since I've been around, not too long, but longer than I would like, I got sick. It wasn't fun, but before I got sick, I went on another trip to Japan, my favorite place in the whole wide world. And of course I bought all kinds of goodies and things that I absolutely don't need. But a fun part about buying lots of stuff I don't need is that we can open that stuff together, particularly any sort of blind box, blind bag type items that I got. Thought it would be fun and would get lots of fun little tingly sounds out of them too. So I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the tingles with me. So first I have some of my stuff stored in this little pencil pouch, this World Pegasus pencil pouch. This is like a mini version of a duffel bag type school bag thing that you see a lot of people have in Japan, particularly like school kids carry these around. So I thought that the pencil pouch version was very cute. We open up, we got all kinds of fun stuff inside. I thought we could start off with this Kirby item. I actually have another one of these that is already open. It says Kirby's Pupupu Market. On the back we have Waddle Dee too. So cute. But Kirby's Pupupu Market is sort of a theme that they have at a very, very popular, very, very dangerous for your pocketbooks toy store called Kittyland. That name is unfortunate. That sounds creepy, Kittyland. But in terms of character goods, it is amazing. I could spend so much money in there, and I have. But yeah, it's like a Kirby supermarket type theme. And so I got one of these tins. As you can see, I am using it, storing Band-Aids in there. But I didn't like the one I got. It's okay, I guess, but it's very basic. It's just like the basic market design. And I wanted something a bit more interesting. So I got one more. They were very cheap, so it's not like I was spending a lot of money. If you can see the different designs back here, the other ones got Waddle Dee orange juice. I do really like this one, the medicine with Kirby. Let's see, is that Macaron? What does he have? Oh, apple tea. I really, really like the Meta Knight one, the cookies, and then Mark's, I believe, is candy. So, let's open this together. Keep our fingers crossed that we get an interesting one. Meta Knight would definitely be my Pikachu, but also Ditto. Ditto was one of my favorite Pokemon as a kid. So let's see. So here, oh, that's cute. It looks like it's like a piece of paper pulled out of a notebook or something. Very cute. But we got Ditto, and he looks very relaxed, maybe asleep. So like sleeping, relaxed Ditto. I'll translate it at some point. But yeah, there's more details back here that I'm excited to see what it says. I honestly don't know who that Pokemon is, but you got Togepi there with them, all snuggled up. I love this. I'm excited to see what that says. I've noticed the Japanese love this kind of chart, this sort of diagram to show different attributes and strengths. See that everywhere in Japanese media. But yeah, very cute. Like that a lot. We got one more. I got two. Again, it wasn't that expensive, and I just thought that they were super cute, you know. Maybe we'll get a Pikachu in this one. Let's see. We got Ditto again. And now I have no idea what's going on here. He looks cute. He looks satisfied. He looks like he's got a lot of like fruits or food or plants or something. I'd love to know what's going on in his mind. I wish so bad I could translate this right now, but that'll be fun to translate it later. Very cute. These are the two. Just look closely at the other ones that were on here. I think I like the ones that I got. They're okay. The Pikachu ones, I will say, are much more interesting. I really like that Pikachu one. He looks kind of nervous or shy. He's holding his tail. Maybe a little scared. Okay, next one. We have this. This file folder. At least I think it's a plastic file folder, pretty sure. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't even remember what this character's name is, but it's a little Japanese character that's super popular, you know, in all the character goods stores and stuff. Little penguin. I think he's so cute though. I did buy a lot of merch of him. I should probably actually learn his official name. But yeah, he's so, wait, does it say Koupen-chan? Is that it? Koupen-chan. I don't know. I'll look it up before I post this video at least. But I think the merch of him is very cute. Often of him in different cute scenarios and stuff. You can see some of the options on here for us to get. I have so many file folders, but I also find them very useful. One of those merch items that, like, even though I have so many, I can, especially different sized ones, like I don't have one that's this size, I can always find stuff to put in them. So I don't know if I like the Dobby as a snake. And on the back, we have Endeavor as like a gorilla. There's not a good one on here of him, I feel like. Oh no, there he is. I like Todoroki as the kitty cat. Lots of good interpretations that I just think are so cute. But inside, we've got all kinds of goodies. And I think it could be fun to start off with some of these. I'm not completely sure what these are. I went to a couple of anime pop-up cafes where I got like mystery items. Like I think if you purchased so much at the cafe, you got some mystery items like this. I went to a Blue Lock cafe and a Tokyo Revengers cafe. I think these are from Tokyo Revengers, so they'll be like stickers or something like that, so it's gonna be a surprise for us. But let's assume that these are Tokyo Revengers items. My favorite characters are Bashi Keisuke and Ranatani. So, or Atani Ran, however you want to say it, say his name. But those are the characters we're hoping for. Oh, so this isn't that at all. This is Final Fantasy. Another thing, is that I think that's the name of the brand, shoe, uemura, or something. While I was in Japan, a new Final Fantasy makeup collection launched, and I just happened upon a department store where people were lining up for it, and the line wasn't too bad, so I was like, well, this makeup is gorgeous. I love Final Fantasy, I gotta stop in. So I think this was something I got free with my purchase there. So that was unexpected. Nice surprise though. I think these other ones might also be Final Fantasy. We shall see. Very, very nice. Now I will say, this collection was specifically inspired by Final Fantasy XIV, which I am not quite as familiar with as I am with like all other Final Fantasies. Something I liked about the makeup is that, at least the makeup I got, is it had a Moogle on it, which of course Moogles are in like all Final Fantasies. So that's something, you know, I still was familiar with, and like had that connection with the makeup and made me want to purchase it. But because I'm not quite as familiar with Final Fantasy XIV, I don't know if these are like characters from the game or if this was art created specifically for this makeup launch. If you happen to know, please tell me in the comments. I already got that one, but oh well. I forgot that I even had these stickers, so I'm definitely not disappointed to get one that's the same. So pretty though, and the makeup I got is so pretty. I'm very excited to use it, and that's also something that I will be showing you all in some video at some point. But let's see what else we have in here. Okay, we can do these. So this is a new type of merch that at least I hadn't noticed until this most recent trip that I made to Japan, that I've mystery buttons and pins. Everything has keychains. You'll usually see some little plushies or something, file folders, stuff like that. This is one that I hadn't noticed before, but they're just like little cards, inspired by tarot cards. Like, that's what they look like. Oh yeah, Arcana card collection, like it says there. I was kind of sad that they didn't actually like match characters to actual Arcana cards, like match someone to the Tower, match someone to the Fool, or the Wheel, all that stuff. It's just, from what I've seen, like the characters' names, but I still thought they were kind of cool, and I think I needed to purchase these, or I needed to purchase something at the time to get like tax-free on my purchase, so I was like, I'll throw these in. I love Blue Lock. That's another thing with a lot of these little items, is that they're like, some of them are like extra purchases I might have added on, so I could like get to the tax-free threshold or something. But let's see who I got in here. Oh, I didn't want to look at it like this. I kind of wanted to do like a draw like this. That's cute. Oh, they have that. But since I saw the bottom one, I'll go ahead and show you that, which is a good one. Nagi. I do like Nagi quite a lot. I see a lot of similarities between him and myself in terms of his laziness, but also like what motivates him, and a lot of stuff in the most recent chapters. I won't spoil anything, but just sort of how he's like realizing what drives him and what motivates him, and like what he actually, wants to do with his life, and stuff like that. It's made me like him even more, so that's a good one. Let's see who else I got. Boring Isagi. So, I mean, I like Isagi. Isagi's fine, although he has been kind of getting on my nerves. I feel like he's been getting way too strong, at least to where I've read so far. Like, I need him to have some sort of setback soon, because he's getting kind of boring to watch. But I will forever think of Isagi as the most basic bitch-looking protagonist I have, like, ever seen. Like, he just is. I mean, he's fine or whatever, but yeah, very, very basic bitch. Let's see who we got next. Ah, yes. One of my favorites. I love Baru so much. So much. Oh my god, I love him. I would say, it's actually really hard to pick my favorites, and I'm so sorry for the glare here. I'd say I'd have to pick like a top 5 of my favorite characters from Blue Lock, because I love the characters I love so much in so many different ways, but he is definitely one of the top 5. I love Baru. He is so fantastic, and I know some people are probably like, what? He's a freaking asshole, and yeah, he's an asshole, but he is an asshole who knows humility and knows when to admit he is wrong. Let me just say, humility is attractive as shit, and man, I just like fell in love with him and so many of the things that he does. I love Baru, so these are good. These are good. I like these a lot, even though I got basic bitch Isagi. These ones are especially good. Now we have one more. This one, I guess maybe this was like the first one, because the one we just did, I think, was volume 2. So now we'll open what I think might be the first volume. I want to be careful. I don't want to spoil the character for me again. Okay. So I'm going to cover this with my show you the first character, and then we'll look at what the back looks like, because it looks different than the other cards that we got. Alright, ready? We got first. Oh my god, Isagi, what are you doing in all my decks? Basic bitch boy. But that's what the back of the cards look like. It looks cool. I like it. I think I like this better than this other one. Yeah, I do. I like this one much more. Jesus, Isagi. Get out of my life. Ooh, interesting. So the backs of these are actually all different colors. Interesting. Let's see what this one looks like, or what character it is. I'm not really a fan of the bows, but I do like Rin quite a lot. I will say in like any sort of like blind box stuff I've gotten for Blue Lock, I feel like I get Rin so much. So that alone, I feel a lot of connection to him. But even though I don't like the layout, I do like Rin. And I will say, even though I didn't want Isagi, I do like this design. If you can see in here, with like the filigree type border with the puzzle pieces for Blue Lock. That is cool. And like I said, the backs all look different, or different colors, which I like as well. Very neat. Now we have one more. Let's see who we got. Baru again. Alright, I'm satisfied with it. Like I said, I love him. The design is very cool too. Nice. I'm satisfied. Baru is a character who also I feel like you do not see enough merchandise for, so to get him, you know, it's like good. I'm not gonna find him anywhere else probably. Here's the back of his card too. And they all have gradients. They change the colors, if you can see, which I like. Very cool. I definitely think that the designs overall are more interesting in these than the other ones that I got. That's very cool. Yeah. Even though I got Isagi a bunch, I'm still overall very satisfied with these. That's fun. It's a fun idea. But they need to switch it up and not just do like the characters' names, and they need to do actual Arcana cards. That would be even cooler. You know? Alright. Next up in our bag of fun, or pouch of fun, I guess. This is definitely a keychain or bag charm of some kind. This one I think might be Tokyo Revengers from the cafe, because I know I got some sort of mystery item from there that I did not open, so maybe that's what this is. Gotta love how they always put them in these little like not cardboard, but cardstock type things, so you can't feel them up to see which ones they are. Oh wow. Oh no, this is a Magic Knights Rayearth one that I did, and I got Brisea. I love Magic Knights Rayearth. I talked about it in a recent video that I made on my collection of anime DVDs from when I was a kid. I love Magic Knights Rayearth, and while she probably wasn't one of my first picks for who I could have gotten, I'm definitely not disappointed. There are much worse characters I could have gotten, but she's a pretty cool character. I like her. She's like a blacksmith, or she starts off as like merely a blacksmith, but then she has a secret she's hiding too that you learn later on. But yeah, she's great. That's fun. I'm satisfied. Yeah, very nice. All kinds of surprises and things I forgot that I purchased while I was in Japan. Let's see, we only have two more items in here. Alright, this one. this one has to be. Maybe. I don't think I got 2, unless it was by accident. I don't think I got 2 of the Magic Knights Rayearth keychains. We'll find out. I feel like this has to be Tokyo Revengers. It is, and I got a character I love. Alright, I'm happy with this. Here we go. Here we have Ranatani. Oh my god, I love Ran so much for so many different different reasons. I remember when I first saw him, I was like, who's this guy with these stupid pigtails? Like, his pigtails pissed me off, but I actually really love the character design. And I love him and his brother, Rindo, or Rin. I could go on and on about them. I have my whole, headcanon for their backstory, because they're, such interesting characters, but one of the few characters that we do not get an actual backstory for, which is bullshit and way more infuriating than, anything that might be infuriating about it. How Tokyo Revengers ended, such wasted potential with these two. But I'm so happy with this. This is great. Great. This was one of those things where it's there's not really any merch that I wanted from the cafe. I just wanted to get, something little as to remember that I had gone. But the fact that I got one that I really, really like is fantastic. So I'm happy. Nice. Now, in our pouch of fun, we have one more thing. And this kind of brings us back around to the beginning, because it is another Kirby Pupupu Marketplace item. And some of the designs on here, these are more bag charms. Some of the designs on here are similar to the little tins that we opened at the beginning, but some are different. There's, where is he? King DDD in there. So, I didn't really get, something that made me satisfied with the tins. Maybe I will here. I still have the opportunity to get Meta Knight, which I would love. I would love Meta Knight. I would love the Doctor one, and I would love Waddle Dee Orange Juice. So, oh, the milk is kind of cute too, actually. I like that. So let's see. I got the basic Pupupu Market again. Man, I'm not having good luck with these Kirby ones again. I typically have really good luck with blind box stuff, so I'm not gonna get too pissy. But out of all the options, this is the one I got. Really? Oh well. Some nice fabric-y sounds out of it. I actually like that a lot, the sounds it's making. Alright, well, you know what, that was a little disappointing, but I've got a bonus item for you all. This is not something I got in Japan. It's actually something I got here, that I thought could still be fun to open as a blind bag item. And it is this. this Demon Slayer Macaron beanie, which I like a whole lot. You can find these like in a lot of different stores. I think I got this one from like Box Lunch or Hot Topic. There's another case where like I needed to get something little to meet the threshold to get free shipping on something, and so I added this on. I do already have one of these. I have Sanemi down here, which is a good one. I would love to get Rengoku, but you know, I'm not going to get my hopes up too much, especially after our last little thing. But yeah, it could be a fun little one to get together right now as a grand finale. No way. You see, this is why I don't get upset with blind box stuff, because for every failure I have a win. You just gotta keep the good vibes and you'll get what you want. But we got Rengoku. So great. Oh, he's so cute. And that little macaron. Love that. I think these are so cute. Nice tapping sound too. But yeah, that's a nice way to end the video, I think. With Rengoku, we had a major win. Had some fails, had some so-sos. But yeah, like, this is so stupid. Like, this whole thing, like, blind box crap, it's not stuff you need. It's just, like, stupid consumerism. And I feel like what I'm about to say sounds like some sort of a motivational speech. But just stay positive about your blind box stuff. You know, you'll get what you want, even if you don't always get what you want. Sometimes things work out. You cannot win them all, but when you win, it feels so good. So, yeah. But really, I try and be much more discerning about blind box stuff these days. I went a little buck wild because I was in Japan. You know, I always go buck wild in Japan, but in terms of like being stateside still, I, you know, try not to go crazy on the blind boxes. Even in Japan, all of this was little stuff. I didn't buy the actual like figure blind boxes this time, which I'm very proud of myself for. But anyway, I'm rambling now. Thank you so much for joining me on this silly, stupid little video. We should be back to more regular posting soon. I've got some fun ideas with a lot of the stuff